I think we're live. Good evening, and welcome to Brian and You for tonight, December 31st, 2025. We will soon be having a podcast and live stream from the new house. As you can see behind me, most of the house is empty right now. I need to tell other people that we're here, don't I? Yes. Also, I'd like to have music in the background, but not sure what I can get away with here. Probably do this on Twitter as well, just even though I hardly use Twitter anymore. There we go, and good evening. Hello from the Hume Highway, says Matto. Matto's driving right now. Good to see you, Matto. Thank you for all your help. RCR Australia wouldn't have happened without you. Captain Blackbeard says, I thought the thumbnail was somebody uploading another Mother 3 OSD. Interesting. I mean, what sort of music can I get away with on YouTube that's not going to mute me? Like royalty free background music. Non-copyrighted music, royalty-free reimagined. Best royalty-free music, videos, 3 minutes. 12 free hours of free background music, copyright-free. Okay. Is it starting? Oh, it's this stuff. It's like waiting music, isn't it? How loud is this? Probably as loud as me. Got to pot it down a little bit. There it is. Okay. White Bat has audio royalty-free music, mostly 80s vibes, but huge library. Is that like stuff I can stream? White Bat audio. All right, I'll have a look at that. White Bat audio. Free music. Yeah, I've used it on several of my videos and had no issues. Oh, that's good. Free music. So, okay, immediately something wrong here with your UI. I go to click on the icon. Okay, listen now. Oh, okay, so it's just another YouTube channel, which is fine. '80s Weather Channel music fits the vibe perfectly. Yeah, I did, but last time I got in trouble for doing it. How loud is this? Just right? It's a little bit doomy, pretty low, maybe bump it a little. Okay, I'm bumping it up to -10 decibels. Maybe that's good. Now, with the new podcast, a lot of stuff is gonna be, I ought to move myself over here, take the chat over there, like that, move that there. That allows me to make the browser a little bigger, like so. Damn, I need to play Streets of Rage now. Yeah, Streets of Rage 2. I mean, I guess Streets of Rage 4 is pretty much like the spiritual successor to 2, so. Joseph Wolf says, evening RCR, good evening. Nothing much in the apartment right now. Well, it's the rental house. It's Greg's house. The only chairs I have in this house right now is the one I'm sitting in and an easy chair that's over there. That's it. So being here is quite boring, like even more boring than it's been. Tomorrow I get to move a washer and dryer down to the new house, then meet with the Verizon person because we set up FiOS and then it worked for a week and then it stopped working, and my roommates, or rather tenants, who are already living there say, oh, the internet's not working. I'm like, okay, unplug the router, plug it back in again, and nothing happens. So then I get to play the game with customer service where you have to get through to the end of their 3-ring binder or their flow chart to just send a tech, because what is it called? Yeen Idiot says I'm a blockhead Yeen. Aw. Right now I made the music too low. Right? Like that, but then I can lower it on the monitor, so it's not so bad. Varg says, I'm like 3 blocks from fiber optics in my town. I don't care about the speed, but not using Comcast would be great. Yeah. Dude, the speed for the brief period I experienced gigabyte internet, I'm like, oh, stuff just loads really fast. That's awesome. Gigabyte in the small amount I experienced it after having like 300 megabits a second here in Schuylkill County with Comcast, that gigabit internet feels now what cable internet felt like in the 2000s. But the fiber optics coming into a box in the basement, and it just says fault, so whatever. Fur Trader says, I pay more for Starlink just to avoid Comcast. Yeah, Comcast has never really been bad, but it's expensive. It's slow and expensive. But around here, it's never ever gone down. Like in the 5 years I've been here, maybe I had to call customer service once. Maybe never. I need to microwave vegetables. Anyway, how's your dinner going? How's everybody from around the country? It's currently 9:09 p.m. on a mild day here in East Central Pennsylvania. Soon I'll be giving you weather reports from southeastern Pennsylvania. I look forward to that a lot. I've had fiber optic here in South Dakota for about 15 years. It's about 2010. I'm glad that all ISP monopolies aren't allowed to compete here in the city. That's cool. I'm in Florida and super missing the snow from last week. Yep, yeah, the snow was very nice. Uh, 50 degrees in District of Columbia. Light rain, running into tomorrow morning. What are they going to show in Google Maps? So where did they have uproar? Like, Matto says it's 1 p.m. here and a hot one today. Frank Castle said, yeah, small plane crashed in Philadelphia. Yeah, a lot of that going around. So, Tool Shack says, I wanted to drive the MR2 in the snow, but I chickened out. Yeah, when I had my MR2, I wanted to drive it in the snow too, but I'm like, it's a nice car. So, what I'm looking forward to doing when I live down in the Philly area is driving Crazy Taxi down the Vine Street Expressway at like 1 in the morning. Just driving it right through Philly. That's what I'd like to do sometime. Just get like night shots of that. Because the Vine Street Expressway takes you across Center City. Takes it across there, loop around, go down 95, ride it all the way to the Schuylkill Expressway, come back up again. Because some nights, when I got back to our airport, which is over here, we gotta take the e-scooters out and oh, hey, it's Tony. We gotta take the e-scooters on the Manayunk trail bunks. Yes, we do. I've just dropped off the my Lime scooter at the new house. Yeah, I totally want to do that. Matto says driving an MR2 in the snow is about as bad as an idea of driving my Ute in the rain. Yeah, Matto's Ute felt very strange. In the drive because it's lighter than a Ford Lightning and it's much lighter than, like, the squirreliest truck I've ever driven was the SRT10 Ram. But that still is a larger vehicle, so you kind of know what you're in for. The Ute messed with my head because it feels like a car for a second. You know, you kind of forget there's a bed behind you and there's nothing in it. So when I would come late nights home from PHL, Moss Eisley Spaceport, a very nice super chat. Thank you, I appreciate that. Alexander asks, my cousin is looking for a car. He wants all-wheel drive, and so he wants all-wheel drive and good gas mileage. Oh, he wants his cake and have a dick in his mouth at the same time. And he's over 6 foot. So other family members want to stick him in a pickup or an SUV. His price range is a maximum of $6,000. All right, okay, what are we going to do for you? You see, Varg says Honda CR-V. Yeah, Outback, a modern one. Can you get an Outback? They're naming all the big ones. I'm 5'10". You're 6 foot. Depends how long your legs are. And you want a car for $6,000. You want a car for $6,000. So, you know, there's SUVs and then there's SUVs. Are you gonna get a 4Runner for $6,000? No, you're not. Are you gonna get some million mile, like, maybe you could get a Nissan Xterra, maybe. But as people I'm sure are pointing out in the chat, now that I'm away from it in the kitchen, those are 4x4s, not all-wheel drive. I don't know if you can get a Toyota RAV4 for $6,000. I'm not sure if that's possible. So he wants good gas mileage, and here's the deal. You don't get an all-wheel drive vehicle and good gas mileage at the same time unless you are buying a hybrid. Because sending power to all four wheels, while excellent for, you know, the snow, and traction and the rain and all that fun stuff, that asks more energy from the engine, and there's more parasitic loss. So now let's go look. A CRV hybrid. He ain't getting a hybrid for $6,000. Varg says if Alexander's there, I mean, you have to be realistic with your mileage. Highlander. Okay. I like what you're thinking, Joseph. Not many people buy Highlanders because they're mom vehicles, but let's have a gander on what we can get. Let's pick, we don't know where he is. Let's just go Allentown. Nice everything. You get Allentown, Bethlehem. Let's see what we can find. Millie says my dad's CRV gets about 21. Alexander doesn't have a question. Hundinsville. Okay, thank you. HUDSONVILLE. Hudsonville, Michigan. Let's bank that out. You're in the Midwest. You're used to driving. So let's go 40 miles. What do you guys work with here? Oh, well, there you go. 214,000. Okay. 100,000. 155. Now you want $6,000, which means we're like 5,500. $22, $3, $15. $2,007. Ooh, they still want over 10. Yeah. 16, 9, 32, 8. Yeah, that's at a dealership and they're not coming down. We got 6 to work with. You're gonna be able to afford a Honda. I'm trying to find one. Let's go back up and let's go max 6.5. On the idea you could maybe talk them down 500. $264,000 miles. 273,000. These are all worn up. Do I like kimchi? Yeah, I like kimchi. I like it sometimes. Okay, here you go, an 03. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. Is it gonna fit you being 6 foot? Oh, look at that rust. There's rust. Yeah. And 64,000, almost 300,000. All right, is this one in an accident? Speak Spanish. Why is Why is this in your price range? Like, this is in your price range. Now, is it an R title? That's the next question. My friend's CRV overheated a lot. Well, it shouldn't. Something wrong. Why looking at a CRV, asks Azel. Because we had a super chat coming in, said my cousin is looking for a car. He wants all-wheel drive, good gas mileage, but he's over 6 foot and he's got $6 grand. Let's look, anything Subaru. Let's go to this. See what you can find. Yeah, it's immediately suspect when the price is too good. All right, so you got some mid-2000s one here. Lower mileage, of course. It's going to be not as good as the Honda. I'm not sure if they were running MLS gasket. Oh, I like this guy. I like him immediately. Look at that. That. He's not even doing his thumbnail. He's not doing a penny with Lincoln's forehead. Bro's got the tire depth gauge. Look at that. This guy took care of his car. Buy this one. Right there. Grand Rapids. The fact that it has that means he cares. Yep. Yep. There it is, man. There's your car. Right there. There it is. Boom. Now, is this using the MLS gaskets or the bad ones on the EJ25? I don't know. But if they were done, they would have blown by now. And because Subaru head gaskets blow like clockwork every 100,000 miles. So even if they're the bad head gaskets and they're going to blow at 200,000, it's worth it to fix it. There it is. Willie D says, I got a ton of those tire depth gauges for working at Enterprise. Advertise, yeah, everyone to get one. Yep. Cool. Glad we solved that problem for you. What did Phil send me? Everybody else, I got to get rid of beds. Everybody's saying to just burn them. What is this? I get no maps? Fur Trader says, my neighbor got a 99 Forester. Yesterday he said the coolant spewed all over everything, but it didn't overheat. Awesome. Hell yeah. What is this yard in Philly? Southport Auto Terminal. What is this? It's by the Navy Yard? Is this where they just unload new cars? I guess it is. Huh. Didn't know this. Honda Element? Yeah, Honda Element. Where are those? Yeah, looking over, seeing these old empty vats always made me feel happy, because when you come into a landing at Philly, you're coming in this way. Just seeing, help us improve Google Maps. How about you help these balls in your mouth? With the big jets, you're always taking off and landing at that runway. I don't think I've ever taken off runway 35. Who lands there? Is it just business jets? I've never been on like puddle jumpers out of Philly. It's always been long flights. Matto says, has anybody offered up any of the new Mazda SUVs with the inline six engines? If they have, I've missed them. I didn't even know they were making it straight sixes. Joseph Wolf says, I think Philly took over some of the Port of Baltimore car businesses after the bridge was destroyed. Ah. Tony says 35 is for landings only. I didn't know that. Man, there are so many more runways at Philly I never knew about. What is 26 for? Unified refrigeration. Is this an FBO here, Atlantic Aviation? Just like little guys coming and going out of this one? Oh, and you can't, there's no taxiway that goes, down to the end of this runway. So you have to go all the way down and go, right there at the end and then take off again. Tony says 26 is used by all the rich people. Only regional jets for American Eagle use it because it's quicker to taxi to their gate. I getcha. Yeah. So this is Terminal D. Terminal D. Philadelphia's Terminal D, where dreams go to die. It's our newest terminal in Philly, and it sucks. Am I peaking? I hope I'm not. It's the Costanza. Yes, we know someone crashed in Philly. Yeah. So, all the other terminals in Philly are different, are just like this concrete, Soviet, impersonal, and I love it. Except for Terminal D. Terminal D is one of these like, not really Fudiger Aero. I don't know what comes after Fudiger Aero. It's like positive corporatism of Terminal D, where it's like, flying can be fun. Every other part of Philly Airport just accepts that, hey man, you're at the airport, it is what it is. But Terminal D is like, well, we know that you're coming to an airport and you're flying to frickin' Memphis. You're not going, you're flying from Philly to, oh man, where are you going? Like even Cincinnati will have you take off from like Terminal C or some shit. But if you're flying out of Terminal D, you gotta be going to like, maybe Cleveland, Rochester, Philly to Rochester, Philly to Syracuse, Philly to Albany, Philly to Boston. Actually, probably Philly, Boston, they'd send a bigger plane because there's more people going. Philly to fucking Concord. Is that the biggest city in... See, I always mix up Vermont and New Hampshire. Philly to Montpelier. Like, Tony Airline says, I'll be out of D next week to go to Detroit to catch to Japan, right? You're going, does Philly go Akron? I don't know. It depends if American does it. See, all our low-cost carriers in eastern Pennsylvania fly out of MDT, Harrisburg International. Oh, look at this tiny little airport. It's Harrisburg International. They got the east side and the west side. It has 2 hallways. Look at this little airport. I flew out of here a lot. In fact, this is my preferred way to get to Chicago because American Airlines does fly out of here. And although now I guess if I'm going to be living in Montgo, I'm still going to be closer. Now I'm going to be only like 40 minutes from Philly, which means I'm never going to fly out of Harrisburg again. It was so nice flying out of MDT. You just sit on rocking chairs. You fly low-cost carriers, and like, I think American Airlines only goes to 2 places from MDT. Either Chicago, right there, or to their big hub, Charlotte, right there. Gigantic airport. People don't know like how busy Charlotte Douglas is. But normally, if you're flying to Charlotte from Philly, you're either going there or you're hopping a flight to some other smaller place that they got to connect through. Check out Pullman Moscow Airport in Washington. That's a tiny airport, like, all right. PUW. Okay, it's a regional airport. Where's the terminal? Oh, really? What are you near? Oh, you're near Ohio, or Idaho. Wow. Tony Airline says, if you want to see the smallest airport I've operated from, look up DTH. Okay. I will. Is this airport so small? Do they even have? Oh, they do. Corn. No, wheat. Wow, that's the airport. That's the little airport. 1 door. So that's your fixed-based operator. Is that a biplane sitting right there? Or is that just the shadow underneath it? Pullman in Moscow holds 2 state universities, WSU and IU. Ah. Is that why there's an airport? Long runway-ish, I guess. Not even Google Maps. There's no... so you have space for 3 jets, and you have 2 jetways. So these are the pictures. What, recently did they build a new terminal? Oh, they have video. Interesting that someone put a video up. From what I understand, a lot of flights to Florida come from Allentown. Yeah, ABE. Oh, Alaska Airlines is there. Oh, so we're doing turboprops here. Is this the entire airport? Oh, you do get jets. There's no lounges, probably vending machines. 1 or 2 flights a day. There's a TSA pre, that's nice. It's so quaint. A Bombardier. Oh, there's a Globemaster or something. Alaska. So it's Alaska Airlines. Things I've never heard of. What is this? Tony, is that a 7.5? Or is that something smaller? Or is that an Embraer? The nacelles look small. Matto says Bombardier. Whoever those people are. More snow. For such a small airport, plenty of people have taken pictures. Tony says Embraer 175. My man. What? Why are people uploading people looking at the eclipse in 2016 to the airport's Google? So this is a chartered Dash 8 for a university? Our newest route, PNU to BOI. I guess people really like this little place. It's your way out. Huh. More university planes, more pictures. Little community in their little airport. Still more pictures. Tony says tiny airports are so goated. Yeah. All right, Tony, what was your tiny airport we said we were supposed to look at? The smallest place you've ever operated from? You're out of D next week. I'm scrolling up trying to find it. You said Burlington. Okay, it's DTH. Huh. Furnace Creek Airport. Oh, really? You flew to Death Valley, Tony? I'd like to hear about that story sometime. So you flew in and out of this little airport in Death Valley. Wait, wrong airport code. Delta Hotel November. Well, guess what? We're looking at this little airport anyway. It's a strip. There's a tarmac and pretty mountains in the background. There's a little Cessna. There's some people hiding under the wing. There's, I don't know, something for livestock. There's a PA-28, right? No. Warrior 2, so that's smaller. Oh, our runway's bad. Here's the mountains. I'm a guy. Ooh. Something with twin tanks. Tony, what is that? It's got retracts. It's got twin nacelles, tri-bladed propellers, and tip tanks. from 2017. Why does some light aircraft have rear windows and others don't? Do you really use those? Ooh, someone's fancy showing up at DTH. All right, so Mr. Headcrab says, just got here. Brian is looking at new houses again. No, I bought a house, I'm good. Or looking to recreate British airport test track in the States. So Tony says, his smallest airport was Delta Hotel November. Dothan Regional Airport. And that is in southeastern Alabama, near Napier Field. Napier Field Town Hall. Huh? So this is a tiny community? But there's an airport here. Let's see it from the loop. Aw, I think, did you send pictures of this? I like terminals that don't have to look like terminals. It just looks like a fisherman's hall. Mr. Headcrab. Hello, Mr. Headcrab. "15 seconds from my plane to my car." Ooh, someone knows how to take a nice picture. I wonder if this is just like some hometown snack bar. Where it's like not any brand, it's just like, yeah, we're making hot dogs and hamburgers, that's it. Some tiny model planes. Yeah, it just looks like a bank. It just looks like a bank in a mall. And someone went out on the tarmac to take pictures of their stuff. Oh, that's a nice picture with the rainbow there. Are those models? Welcome to the Dinner Bell Cafe. Today's menu. Okay, so it's like you're just making whatever food you feel like making today, and you get a slop plate, and then that's it. That's cool. Hi, I'm the janitor. Yeah, that is nice. Sleepy little regional places. Here's my car. You aren't Roman. Nope, not Roman. Joe says, it looks like Allegiant flies from Hotel Gulf Romeo to Sanford, Clearwater, and Myrtle Beach. I can't wait to have guests actually sitting in at a table with people I want to hang out with. It's going to be nice. You can be sure Tony's going to be on there a bunch. 9:45 p.m. Tomorrow I need to Tomorrow Lance is going to help me move stuff. We still good for tomorrow? After all of that, it makes MDT look big time. The one Kia says, I don't remember which airline my family used to fly from HGR to Florida, but it must have been Allegiant. Yeah, they go to lots of little places. I guess compared to all that, Harrisburg Airport has not one but 2 parking lots. Long-term parking, and it's even got its own hotel. This Comfort Inn, I've driven a lot of hikers to when they get off trail. They go from here to the airport and then leave, because this is the closest airport to the Appalachian Trail, which means my shuttle services will be over. HGR is only 800 meters from the Mason-Dixon line. Are there any other tiny airports that are closest to a state border than that? Oh, look at that. It's right down there. Yeah. That looks like a decent airport. Or is it? Oh, is it? Who flies in and out of this place? You can shuttle me to PHL in Crazy Taxi. That'd be fun. I would do that. Ooh, what is that thing? What is that big old thing? Someone got permission to stand on the runway. I don't know how they did that. What is that? Oh, is there one of these at Reading Regional? It's like late war. Wait a minute. Is that a jet engine on the roof? What is up with that? Oh, have a car show at the airport. Awesome. What do we got? Wingadinga, Wingadinga. There's an SN95. There's somebody's drag car. A bunch of crap. There's a C5 Corvette. Look at that. They got the Santa Claus there with his sleeves cut or just super short sleeves. I love it. Oh, hi, Max says, you got to check out Nantucket Airport. It's literally someone's converted house. They had us wait in a tent outside. I've never been to Nantucket Island. I have been to the Vineyard. And their airport's smack dab in the middle. I had to drive by it sometime. Now you want to talk about a small but money airport. Holy moly. Honestly, I think it would look different than just. But then again, maybe that is kind of the vibe for the Vineyard. Man, JetBlue goes to the Vineyard? That's amazing. Oh, Delta Connect goes to the Vineyard? Huh. Oh, American Eagle, everyone's showing up? I mean, half the fun of going to Martha's Vineyard is taking the ferry, but I guess if you've seen it too much, you just want to fly in. Every airline wants rich people money. That's true. I guess it's like Nantucket. There's your tent. The thing is, once you get to this little airport, like everywhere in the Vineyard is like these tiny 2-lane roads everywhere. I mean, what would you expect? It's an island, but where does everybody go? Titsbury and what? Edgartown, and then all your crazy places are far on the other side. Yeah, no heavy satellite pictures of the estates on this place. Like, I don't want to call this place like the USA Canto Bright, because it's far more tasteful than that. This Martha's Vineyard is old money, and it's whisper your way to success money. I'm low-key trying to find the place where I had a job out here once. Is it this or not? It was by the water. I drive the bus in MTL every day going through YUL. Love it. Cool. Raoul Duke, great name. Nice to see you. Good to see you too. This is probably not very fun for you, me trying to find the house at the job I worked at. Trying to find one mansion in a sea of millions. I remember it didn't take that much to get back into town to go to the one grocery store or the one supermarket. Mr. Edgecast, I don't violate any NDAs. The dudes there have C. Montgomery Burns money. Yeah, I know. I have memories on that the place was near the water and you could walk down to it, but there was also a guest house, a farmhouse. I guess if I keep following the shoreline and try to remember. No, there wasn't a fence around the pool. There wasn't a pond. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, I know I'm not going to violate any NDAs because I'm not giving too much information. Well, now I'm already over here. At the other end of the island, so. And I don't think we ought to drive that far. Maybe it was in Edgartown. Nope, not it. Glad to know I'm not the only one who's screwing around on Google Earth addicted well into adulthood. Yeah. I'm just trying to unlock a core memory here. I remember the compound being, Matto says taking a rest break at BP in Glen Rowan, southbound, be back soon. Okay. The one Kia says, seeing all the vids you've been posting on your new place on Instagram has only made me want a house with a conversation pit even more. Hell yeah. Even though I don't have one, there still is different levels to go up and down. Oh well, I think I've already been around the Vineyard twice and haven't found the house I remember. It certainly was a fascinating weekend. When I was there so many years ago. Nope, that's not it. Thrilling stuff, I know. Time is it? 10 p.m. I appreciate you all hanging out with me as I fly around in Google Earth. Oh, very generous super chat coming in. Thank you. From Yeen Idiot, I appreciate that. Curious about the pros and cons of the 4th generation STI compared to the WRX from both you and the chat. Would I be missing out going with a WRX over that? No. Looking for a fun all-weather ride? Yeah, okay. If you're tinkering with it, like at this point, an STI, there are 2 versions of an STI. A bone stock one that actually has resale value and a one that's blown up 3 or 4 times. Right? So if you just want something fun, just get a WRX. I'm telling you. Like, let's find a new town. Where are you from? If not, I'm just going to go Allentown again. Oh, it went Pittsburgh? No, we're not doing Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's too close to Ohio. Allentown, thank you. You get Ohio cars out there. Again, it's sending me to Pittsburgh. I don't want to go to Pittsburgh. Fine. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Apply. F5 to freedom. Thank you. WRX. Toledo. Okay, Toledo, Ohio. Oh, Ohio cars with their no inspections. Okay. Oh wait, well there's an STI for you. Just a WRX that hasn't been messed with. Just a WRX that hasn't been messed with. There's an STI again. There's a WRX. This one looks pretty stock. Oh, this one was taken care of. Something turbo. All right. Doesn't look too bad. I remember that interior. Yeah. He's messing with it, messing with it, messing with it. This guy's sure. This is probably my favorite of all the WRXs. Buy this one, it's a hatch. Buy this kind. You actually can get some use out of it. Sorry, I know I'm on mic. I still got hungry, so now I'm taking rice and pressing it into the grizzle at the bottom of the pan, along with bits of chicken. Fat and oil. It's like my third helping. What do I want to add to it? Oregano? Sure. I think with RCR's podcast coming up, it's probably going to be a pre-recorded one. We do live streams probably from time to time, but in an effort to keep the conversation between us, we probably won't have it live streamed. Oh, I want more water. It says, what is your approximate location so Brian can search? Anyway, I don't really need to know your exact location. Just buy the Subaru WRXs that were the clown shoes, were the little hatchbacks there. That's what you should buy. Gonna miss getting filtered water from the fridge, but then the municipal water where I'm moving to is tastes better than it does here in Schuylkill County, so I've got that going for it. I still hungry. I still want mouth pleasure. Can't eat any more cookies because I had plenty of cookies today. Maybe cookies going out the door tomorrow. Gay sex. Where am I moving to? Montgomery County, PA. Mr. Headcrab says, are we going to acknowledge the black and white camera? Well, the black and white camera, I have the gain cranked all the way up because it's really quite dim in here. So if I had it, it would just look even worse if it was in color, because then it'd be all, the noise would be insane. Jeff says Montco is nice. Thank you, I like it too. Skyhawk says, guess you could do it as a premiere if people wanted to chat or at least go with it. Yeah, that's true. Skyhawk says, oh, you just said that. I just said that. I'm kind of spacing out here. I want to turn my brain off and just play Borderlands 2 for the millionth time. I definitely want to have some sort of party at my friend's arcade, even though I wouldn't. Congratulations on the house, sir. Thank you, says G. Thank you, G-Man. My friend's arcade is right here. Oh yeah, it's right by Stove and Tap. Right? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, there it is. There's the arcade. Lansdale, Pennsylvania. I will be here a lot. Also, we had pictures of Crazy Taxi parked out front, which I can't wait to do again. Jeff says that place is awesome. You've been there? Yeah. So if you remember, Justin Silverman, he brought us his new Chevy Colorado Z71. He has, I guess he's an employee. I don't know how much stake he has, but yeah, he's there. That's retroware. Around back, there's a bar. Yeah, well crafted. Yeah, I think that's behind and underneath the arcade is this brewery where they all go a lot, and I like it too. Their food is kind of mid. Their pizza is good. Philly soft pretzels are no good. Tacos, I could have made them. Their flatbread pizza, again with the nachos. They're doing what they can with the food. Yeah, okay, the flatbread bread pizza is all right. Every time I've been there, it's been very cold outside, and that's my memories of it. They have Angry Video Game Nerd. They have the Angry Video Game Nerd game there. Yes, they do. Will Crazy Taxi be joining you at the new house? Yes, of course. I was there when they just opened. I have to go back. It's a small arcade, and people complain like, oh, they don't have enough stuff. It's like they only have so much square footage. And they can rotate games in and out. And what it lacks in games, not that They got more games than anybody else, than any of us have, but it makes up in good vibes. Yeah, guys, I'm fading fast. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hey, if I could get you a press pass, would you come to a haunted house convention in Pennsylvania? It's where Too Many Games is held. Okay, you're going to have to explain to me what a haunted house convention is. I've never looked forward to haunted houses. The only haunted house I enjoy is here, Knoebels. They have a haunted house, but where is the haunted house? There's the Phoenix, that's in the back. There, it's the Haunted Mansion. Nice. Warzone. Oh yeah, these little things. So it's more of a dark ride than it is a haunted house, and it's just a series of jump scares. But it's so corny, I love it. And it's always fun to go to Knoebels over Halloween. It's the greatest thing. So last year there was a good chunk of furries. Basically, it's a horror convention. We get props, costume, and Halloween stuff. Oh, okay. I only asked since I'll be there, and I saw Justin from Too Many Games. Okay. And when I say okay, it doesn't mean okay, I'm going. It means hi. Ray says a haunted house with a scary face with a wall. I'm in. The Bunker Gun Shop. Matto says, hey, I'm back. If you're hyped for Knoebels hard enough, please take me there when I get a chance to fly over. We will. We definitely will. Now, Knoebels is only open in the summertime. And then, you know, because half of it is just staffed by high school kids. So once school is back in session, or college kids, once everybody goes back to school at the end of the summer, the amusement park closes. And then it reopens for one weekend around Halloween. That's it. Silly Zombie says, I think this year's convention is going to be in Hershey Park for an event, but I'm unsure. Okay. Thanks, guys, for joining me for this evening. Thank you for coming back, Matto. I am feeling tired. I'm going to play some video games, and then I'm going to go to bed, get ready for Lance tomorrow, just confirming that yeah. So Lance is going to be here earlier than he thought. All right, thank you for watching. I'm going to go to OBS and stop